Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Coltrane Conservatory, the Arts Talk Show. We were with you last week, and we hope that you enjoyed that show and got some information off of it. We hope that you'll be calling us on today or calling to some of your friends and family members to let them know that we are on the air. So, I'm going to start off by saying my name is Joe Pace III. I am the director and one of the instructors at the Coltrane Conservatory of the Arts. We want to say that we are a non-for-profit. We do music, math, and English. So if you want to get involved with one of those programs, I'd like for you to call on today and let us know, okay, that you want to get involved with one of these programs, alrighty? Now, the phone number is on your television screen, 738, that's 312-738-1060. That's 312-738-1060. Now, this is an interactive television program, so you can call in and talk with us and speak with us. You can get on the air, and you may have something to say that is related, but maybe quasi-unrelated. But you can get on and you can talk with us, so feel free to do that. Now, we're going to talk about our programs on the day as we usually do. As you know, we have a brand new president. It's a brand new year, and it's an opportunity for you to get going in a direction that you have chosen. I hope you've set some New Year's resolutions and you're planning on, carrying them out. I hope that you've already got a list of things that you want to do for this year. And maybe some of those things include what we're doing over here at the Coltrane Conservatory of the Arts, which is music, math, and English. Now, we have a whole lot of people who come to our place. Well, not a whole lot, but we have a lot of people who come to our place for to get finish up their GED. Some people want to go back to college, or maybe get into a junior college and get some work done there. And others want to get promoted on their job. We have two people with us now. I won't name any names, but one is works for the Cook County Department of Correction, and she wants to become a sergeant, and so she wants to get her writing much better. And the other one works for another security company downtown somewhere. We've had a lot of different people to come to us. We had one gentleman in our math program. He was the dean of some school, and he wanted to get his mathematics together because he had a master's degree, but his math wasn't that good. So he came to us in order to get his math back together. And so this is an opportunity for anyone who wants to tighten up on some basic and fundamental skills in mathematics and English to give us a call, and we will go over the programs with you. We'll explain everything to you. You will have nothing to wonder about because we'll go over the program with you in detail. Now let's get around to our music programs. Our music, of course, we do all of the instruments except the string instruments. The string instruments includes the viola, the violin, and of course the cello, and a few other instruments. But nonetheless, we don't do those instruments. We do all the band instruments: trumpet, saxophone, baritone horn, drums, piano. All of those instruments we do, okay? So if you want to learn how to play an instrument, if you're one of those people who have been saying, okay, I want to learn how to play an instrument, but I should have started when I was a kid, and I didn't. Well, reset that goal, okay? And decide that you're going to do it. And you're not going to be, because listen, we only live this life once here, okay? Now, those of us who, some people say, well, but we only live this life once. Even if we go to heaven, so to speak, we're only going to live this life once. So you want to do all that we can do in this life before we leave it, alrighty? And if that's to get to be able to blow, to play an instrument, then let's do it. Let's not put it off any longer. This is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. Now, I have some things I'm going to show you. First thing about it, we're going to talk about the free programs that we have at the conservatory. And I want you to take a look at some things here that I'm going to be showing you. And you can take a look at that. What you can't see it is upside down there, isn't it? Okay, we're going to straighten it up for you. Put it this way, and you can see that it says free. Learn to play hand drums every Saturday. And I want to tell you that it's from 10:30 to 12. So that 12:30 is incorrect. You want to make certain that you write down or remember that it's from 10:30 to 12. Now, if you come there and you want to get involved with this program, you're going to have to come a little early because we do need to register you. Even though it's a free program, we need to get some contact information from you. This program is available for people who are 8 years or older. Now, if you have a son or grandson or someone that you know who's a little younger than that, if they are well behaved and they're able to follow the instructions, we can let them come in. Okay, we have the drums all there. We have 3 drum instructors now in this program. So you got a lot of people who are volunteering their services to make certain that this program is a top flight program and that you're going to be learning a whole lot as you have fun. As you have fun, you're going to be learning a whole lot, and hopefully you can come away as a better person and certainly a more musical person. So this is our free drumming program, and we want you to really, really, really get to try that. You know what I'm saying? Get involved with that. We want you to call us up and get more information about it. Again, the program starts at 10:30. It goes into 12 o'clock. And I told you to change the time from 12:30 to 12 because at 12:30 it's over with. So from 10:30 until 12:30, that's 12 o'clock, that's when we want you to be doing that. That's when we're going to be doing that program, okay? Now, for a moment there, I thought we were getting ready to go off the air because I saw someone walk into the, but we're not. I was going to say that was the shortest 25 minutes that we've ever had. We'll only be on the air for 25 minutes, okay? But 25 minutes is 25 minutes. So that's our free program in music, okay? So that's free drumming. We have drums available there for you. You can come in and you can play your heart out, okay? I mean, you can learn rudiments, all kinds of doubles and flams and paradiddles, different kinds of rhythms, things that you probably have heard but didn't know what they were. All of this is available when you come to this program. Now, there are some older people who come to this program, too. It's not just for youngsters, okay? There are some people who are full adults and then some who come to this program because they themselves want to learn how to play the drums. So this is a free program. It's designed, ladies and gentlemen, really for young black men, you know, because when we thought about this program, we said, okay, we're going to put together something for young black men to say something yes to in our communities so that they'll get them off of the phone, off of their playing their games, and just, you know, give them something real positive to say okay to. And then they're going to come out, and then and this is also a mentoring program. And while we don't, you know, preach certain philosophies and that type of thing to the students, we bring them into an area that's wholesome and healthy, that they can feel the presence of safety, of healthiness, you know what I mean, of just a whole nother environment, you know, to come into. so that we know. I mean, we don't have any, like, for example, you might say, stiff rules and regulations. We really don't. It's just that when people walk through, now we have rules and regulations, but we don't have to enforce anything. We don't have anything written out, anything of that type. When individuals walk through the door, they themselves know that that's an atmosphere of community, there's an atmosphere of friendliness, there's an atmosphere of moralness. I mean, you name it, but those are all the wonderful things that we all aspire to. And that's there, that's there for people to feel the presence of it. And as a result, they blend in real well with it, And right now, we have drums there available. I wanted to reemphasize that we do have the instruments available. So it's just a matter of you coming and getting involved. You just bring yourself, your hands, your mind, your body, and we have the drums and the instructors there. So get involved with something. Get involved with this program. Don't let this go by without you taking advantage of it. This is a free program. It will cost you absolutely nothing. Excuse me. It will cost you absolutely nothing except to get up on Saturday morning and to get there. Okay? Now, I want to talk a little bit about our math and English. Free math and English, which is held on Saturday from 12:30 to 1:30. These programs are just absolutely fantastic. And what you want to do is get your little child, your son, your daughter. This program starts at 8 years old and it goes up. There's no ceiling on it. Even adults can come out to it. But it's designed just to get people to where they're not afraid of mathematics. I'm talking about our math program, I mean, if you're trying to learn basic or fundamental mathematics, which deals with the four operations of math, of adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying. And not only that, but dealing with the whole numbers, the integers, as well as the fractions and decimals and things of that type, So if you want to learn those things, this is where you need to be. Some people don't know how to multiply fractions. Multiplying fractions is probably the easiest the easiest thing to do in mathematics, But when people see them, they don't know what to do with them. Same thing with dividing fractions. Many people don't know how to divide a fraction. Same thing with changing a fraction into a decimal. A lot of people don't know how to do that. And it's really not that difficult at all to do. I had a man that called today, said that he's planning on taking the test to become a certified plumber. He took the test once and flunked it because he couldn't get he couldn't get by the mathematics. He told me that the exponents were tripping him up, And when, they're talking about the square roots, the cube roots, and this, that, and the other. Well, those things are, they're not really, all that difficult to understand once somebody sits down with you and explains them, So we have that program. We also have a private one-on-one program. Now, both those programs are group programs. Okay, that's where you come there and you get involved as part of a group. The other programs we do, but now in both of those programs we do have one-on-one private training or tutoring. But the bottom line is you do have to call us and get more information on that program, okay? Now our facility number is 773-891-1875. You can call there and get more information on that program. If you get our voicemail, we want you to leave a message already. If you get the voicemail, we want you to leave a message. And when you leave a message, we will get back to you within a reasonable amount of time. We do ask that if you leave us a message that you're going to be very diligent about picking the phone up when we do call back, because we can't stay on the phone a lot trying to catch up with someone who's left a message. And there's not a single program that we have that we would even attempt to try and explain over voicemail. So if you call us, you're going to have to talk with somebody, okay? And somebody's going to have to call you back and you're going to have to talk to them. Okay, now, once again, we started basic mathematics and we go all the way up to algebra in our math programs, you know. So a lot of people don't know anything about how to do algebra. The rules for algebra basically are totally different, you know, from those having to do with fundamental mathematics. But basic mathematics, you have to know that in order to be able to do algebra, because it's going to show up no matter what form of mathematics you're doing. You know, if you're doing calculus, you're going to have to do some basic mathematics, because basic mathematics, that's where it all starts at. And you're never going to be able to get around that. So we do have a very, very involved fundamental or basic mathematics program where people can learn these things. You know, like I said, you know, learn how things work. You know, long division. Sometimes people look at long division and they're wondering, especially if it's got some decimals in the divisor or something. They're wondering, what do we do? And then I see decimals in the dividend. How does all this work out, you know? What am I supposed to do? How do I move all this stuff around? And so people end up putting decimal points anywhere, just guessing at it. Sometimes we get young kids in from the schools and they're just guessing. They put a decimal point somewhere. So I know that a decimal point goes in here somewhere. Exactly where, I don't know. And we teach them how to do those things. So this is a free program, this program I'm talking about. This is a free group tutoring program that you can get your kids involved with, okay? You can get involved with. You can get your grandchildren involved with, alrighty? If you want more information, you can call that phone number on the screen right now. There's a gentleman who would be very, very happy to talk with you, Mr. Thurry Lewis, who is my assistant. And he will be happy to explain more things to you or answer any questions that you may have. So, again, our phone number is 773-891-1875. Now we're going to talk a little bit about our English program. This is a program that is also a super program, and it's a free program. It's also from 12:30 to 1:30 on Saturday, and you can get involved with that program, your children, your grandchildren, you know, anybody who wants to write, okay, anybody who wants to understand what a topic sentence is and how to string sentences together that relate to one another in order to compose a paragraph or to construct a paragraph. And so that is a program that you can also benefit from, those of you, especially if you're working somewhere and you have to write reports. We get a lot of adults coming to us who have to write reports, and they want to know how to write better so they can be promoted on their jobs. So some of you may fall into that category. If you do, give us a call and we'll get you going. Now remember, this program is every Saturday from 12:30 to 1:30. That's the free group program, the free English writing program. This program also focuses on writing, alrighty? On how to write. And no matter how articulate you are, no matter how well you do, if you're in school, and people who are in school know this, if you cannot put what you are thinking or trying to get over verbally on paper, you are at a loss, because you have to be able to do that. You know, I don't care if you're an orator, you know, if you can't put it down on paper, in writing, you're going to have a tough time getting through school, because that's basically what it is. If you can write well, You can go a long way in this country, if you can write well. You can go a long way, especially if you're a person who goes through the colleges and universities. If you can write well, because what you put on paper, really, I mean, it's fantastic in a way that it'll last forever. Depends on how long you are able to store it. But words go away. These words coming out of my mouth, they go and come. You know that. But what I write on a piece of paper could last forever. And when I say that, I mean within reason. So please take advantage of these programs, people. That's why they're there, in order to help you, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your aunts and uncles, anybody who needs help in these areas. This is what this is all about. That's why we're here. And lastly, I want to hit on the music programs that we have here. Our music programs are designed to replace a lot of the stuff that's been taken out of the public school system. If you have a child or a grandchild, and you know that child really, really wants to get into music, and you know that the public school system no longer is providing that, then give that child an opportunity by giving us a call and finding out more about our one-on-one music training. And we train in just about any instrument that child would want. Many of our students start off on the drums or piano. Some of them start off on the trumpet or saxophone or the guitar. But whatever that child might want to do, you're going to be helping your child to grow up in a fuller way. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be helping them to be more holistic, I should say, and more rounded is a good word. Whereas they have their academics, now they have the artistic. They can get involved with music in a real positive way. We have one kid who started with us about 3 years ago, and he's now at one of the schools out in the south suburbs. I think it's Thornton, and he is now already in the band. He could never have done that. He just went to high school, just turned 14 years old, and he just went to high school. But he got in the band within just a few weeks, having been at that school. Generally, you have to study and go to band classes and whatnot, and finally audition and do things of that type in order to get in the band. But he was reading and doing. He's a drummer. He's on the drum set. He's doing snare drum. He's reading well. He understands 16th notes, 8th notes, triplets and things of that type, paradiddles, doubles, and this type of thing that you do as a drummer. And they let him right into the band, So you can learn how to play an instrument over there if you're interested in learning how to play one. So that's what the Coltrane Conservatory of the Arts is for those of you in that community. Now, we're located at 6353 South Cottage Grove in the great community of Woodlawn, not far from the University of Chicago, right across the street from the Social Security office, already. So that's 6353 South Cottage Grove, and that information, also we have some announcements on Channel 42, on CAN Television Channel 42. And if you miss anything here, you can go to CAN Television 42, and if you see anything about music, if you see anything about math, free math and free English, you can almost bet it's us, already. And our address would be on there. Our phone number is on there. And for those of you who have been with us for all of this time, I want to thank you for tuning in today. We really appreciate those of you who are with us, and we want you to pass the word on that the Coltrane Conservatory of the Arts has all of these programs that the community can get involved in. And I think that's going to be it for today. We've had a good time being with you. I hope somebody has learned something about what we do. And we hope that you give us a call, and we'll see you here on next week. Thank you, and bye.